Hello, hello, how's it going? Yes, I should have been given my booster tonight, but didn't quite happen. The guidance isn't really too clear on that. Welcome on in. How have you guys been this week? How's it going? So, yes, I ended up walking back from the vaccination site and just quickly popped into Sainsbury's to get some food on the way. But yes, so tonight we're playing Detroit Become Human, which, yeah, it was a pain. You know, you can go back, it'd be fine. But yeah, Detroit. It's a game that I've basically put in just to test that it works. So I'm going in pretty much completely blind, apart from knowing that Para sells a lot of Detroit stuff. People really like to cuddle Hank and Connor, and there are a lot of badges. Some of which bear memes I'm sure I will come to understand as time goes on. Okay, getting by. Good stuff. What was it that got you into Detroit, Para? Was it like Grumps? Okay. Fandom, despite all odds, refuses to die. Oh, if you saw it on Grumps Overlord, then you watched Jesse Cox play. Oh, that's interesting, because I thought that you would have, if Overlord had seen it on Grumps, you would have seen it on Grumps. Oh, yeah, they're, I can imagine they're probably better edited than they are on stream, but then that goes for anyone, doesn't it? Seen it on both. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Righty then. So, let's switch over. I have a new widescreen camera in the bottom corner here, just for consistency's sake. Yeah. Let's try the thing. I know. I thought it's been a while since I've played a widescreen game. And I wasn't happy with the way that certain things shifted and moved based on scene changes and that. I'm playing this, by the way, through the most awkward setup. So I didn't want to move my PS4 from the TV. I have been doing prep. I wanted to check that this worked. I'm running this, believe it or not, via PlayStation TV. I'm such a prep. Oh no. How will I ever hang out with what was it, Emily Darkness Dementia Ravenway or whatever the name was?
Experience. I'm an android and I'll be your hostess. Before we begin, let's make some adjustments to optimize your experience.
Okay.
These language settings were detected on your console. Are they correct?
No, I just play in Greek for fun. This confirmation that the PS4 is now retro. Ebony, that's right. Envy. How could I forget that? The PS4 is not retro, although I might be throwing the cat amongst the pigeons by putting the PS3 in a new issue of Retro Gamer. Are you secretly a weeb? I don't know if I'd say secretly.
Thank you. Now select your profile.
Oh, with the subs, does the volume need to go up a bit? I was having terrible trouble with it earlier. Hey, Cara Jane Adams, welcome on in. Yes, the PS3 is retro.
When this sign is displayed, please do not turn off your console.
As an 80s born kid...
In Detroit. Remember, this is not just a story. This is our future.
Okay, I've bumped up the audio here. Oh. My youngest sister thinks the 360 is retro. She thinks Minecraft is a retro game. Hmm. Okay.
Please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait.
Oh, yeah. If memes are near, please do.
An android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Okay. It's a fish. Punch that woman, she drops health. Save the fish. That's a pretty good looking fish. There you go, buddy. Software instability. Hold R2 to consult your objective. Find Captain Allen, so he must be the guy highlighted in yellow over there.
I don't give a shit. My men are ready to step in. Just give the order.
This is a lot more high stakes than humans already.
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Okay. Good looking fish. I mean, graphically made, man. Come on.
You get it. They're on the edge of the balcony. If it falls, she falls.
Hi, I'm Nick Thorpe. You might remember me from such magazines as Retro Gamer and a bunch of other ones that have closed down.
I haven't got a clue. Does it matter?
I need information to determine the best approach.
Okay.
Has it experienced an emotional shock recently?
Listen. Saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
The android sent by CyberLife. Okay. I have a less than 50% probability of success. That doesn't sound great. What's this? That looks like gum. there we go. You'd have thought that would be a clue. Reconstruct. So, reconstruct incomplete. Deviant took the father's gun. Deviant? This is the box the hairdryer came in. Okay. So we've learned a thing. Hello. Don't know what could have happened there. I don't know if Daniel looks that cool. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Dakimaka are alive. Child didn't hear gunshots. Okay. We're learning. Hostages room searched. Okay. Right. Well, that wasn't anything. Oh, we have a dead body. Really likes Avril Lavigne. You can tell that from just the eye. That's pretty cool. Oh, hello. Okay, so now I can do a reconstruction of this. Father was holding something, probably a tablet by the looks of it. Oh, hello. Okay. So there's a tablet over here. Unlock. It's weird actually using the touchpad in a PS4 game.
Cyberlife thanks you for your purchase.
Well, that's gone badly. Anything else I should see around here? Oh, hello. That pot's boiling. Ah, you can turn it off. Nice, yeah. Oven's sort of semi... Oh, that's awkward.
Taken hostage on the top floor of a building here in downtown Detroit. Details are still emerging on what exactly happened, but the hostage taker could be the family's android. He may have taken the lives of at least one family member and a police officer. If confirmed, this would be the first case of an android deliberately taking human lives. By all signs, the SWAT team are preparing for an assault, and it's been just over an hour since...
Find the copy of Retro Gamer that has Heavy Rain as a cover story. Yes. That David Cage interview I won't be around for. Okay. Have we got anything else to find in here? I feel like there must be something else going on. Or is this like a red herring? Looks very much like a red herring. ITM News. Yes. The Wish Trevor McDonald. Non-lethal wound. Can I do anything about that? Apparently not. So... don't know if there's anything else I can really do around here. Is there? There's a fun criminal painting himself gold hiding as a statue. Nice. Okay. Right. I guess we gotta go and find the bad guy. Well, bad guy? Is he? I don't know. Oh, hello. Examine. It's a shoe. Child size shoe. Colourful model. Hostage could be wounded. Not great.
What the fuck are you doing? You gotta talk to it or what?
I was going to analyze this thing, but guess I don't have much choice. There was something you can analyze, yeah.
Stay back! Don't come any closer or I'll jump!
No, please, I'm begging you.
Okay.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you.
That's
Get you out of this.
always reassuring. Probability of success going down. Save hostage at all costs.
I know you're angry, Daniel. But you need to trust me and let me help you.
I don't want your help! Nobody can help me! All I want is for all this to stop. I just want all this to stop!
51%. Yeah, good odds, right?
They were going to replace you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right?
I thought I was part of the family. I thought I mattered. But I was just their toy. Something to throw away when you're done with it.
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die.
All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now?
Well, damn.
To apply a tourniquet.
Don't touch him! Touch him and I kill you!
You can't kill me. I'm not alive.
Ooh. Well, that didn't go well.
I know you and Emma were very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done nothing wrong.
She lied to me! I thought she loved me. But I was wrong. She's just like all the other humans.
Daniel, no.
Nice.
There's no way out, Daniel. What you've done is too serious. The only question is whether or not you take
Tell him about Robot Evan.
It's not
That's
up
where
to me.
humans went.
I'm holding all the cards. If I die, she dies. You hear me?
Where all the calculators go.
I can't stand that noise anymore. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
The situation is under control.
There. I did what you wanted.
Okay, that's good.
to trust me, Daniel. Let the hostage go, and I promise you, everything will be fine.
Oh.
I want everyone to leave! And I want a car.
Do we give him a car?
City, I'll let her go. That's impossible, Daniel. Let the girl go, and I promise you won't be hurt. I don't want to die. You're not going to die. We're just going to talk. Nothing will happen to you. You have my word.
Okay.
Okay. I trust you.
Oh. Great. We've been betrayed by the humans.
You lied to me, Connor. You lied to me.
I didn't mean to lie to you. Best possible outcome first try. Thank you. Well. That's all my hostage negotiation experience, by which I mean having run an educational visitor centre. Oh, there's quite a lot of ways this can go then. Bloody hell. Wasted too much time. Save wounded cop. Wow, okay. World stats. Oh, okay. So... interesting. Most people dismiss the helicopter then. Okay. 41% of people don't save the fish. Wow. Well, yes, I suppose so. Bastards, right? The fish has to live.
This is the top-of-the-range household assistant.
Hello, children.
It cooks 10,000 different dishes.
Come on, Zoe, let's go.
200 languages and dialects. And handles the kids' homework. Elementary school up to university level.
Wait, do we come in giant boxes?
At the moment, we're doing a special promotion on this entire range.
$8,000. That's
Two-year warranty.
pretty cheap.
Painting, plumbing, gardening, repairs. At night, it switches to surveillance mode. It contacts emergency services if there's a break-in or if it detects smoke.
Excuse me, how much is that one over there?
The MP800 is slightly more expensive, but it has
Giant boxes with packing peanuts.
Come along.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy.
Wait, is this an android selling androids? Who's this dude?
It's a bit difficult getting it back in working order.
Okay.
It was really messed up. What'd you say happened to it again?
The car hit it. Stupid accident.
Ah, I see. Anyway,
£5 says this dude is an abusive android owner.
meaning we had to wipe its memory. I hope you don't mind.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Did you give it a name?
My daughter did.
AX400. Register your name.
Kara.
My
Oh.
name is Kara.
That was certainly a high-stakes intro that sort of calmed down into something a bit more... everyday. I mean, I got this because I was really into the Channel 4 show Humans. And I know that this won't be as well written as that because David Cage in it. But, you know, I have a thing for artificial intelligence characters. You'd never have guessed. Giving my devices names like Chiaki, Monica, Yumemi, etc. Boo. Oh, fireworks night. Yeah, I'm not vaccine drunk like Deacon wanted.
Would you like to go home now?
Go to Bellini Paint Shop.
Yes, I think that's enough.
Here.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Secrets of androids. Climate change up. How the environment is changing America's society. Coastal cities being deserted. No Miami or LA anymore. Donut effect. Okay. VR MMORPG reaches 1 billion users. Everyone wants to hang out with Gura. What, Australia? Yeah. Isn't it largely, isn't most of Australia's population, like, concentrated on in sort of near coasts? Okay. First androids were perfect, they had perfect faces, perfect expression, and we soon realised there was something disturbing about them. Oh, yes, the uncanny valley thing. Newly evolved water spiders. Created androids of both genders. Can we just say all genders? That'd be fine. And all ethnicities. Analysing thousands of voices to find the most pleasing tones. Realistic blinking. Though totally unnecessary blinking. I don't know. If I saw someone who just never blinked, I would be I'd be a bit concerned. Right. Okay. 95% plus on the coast, yeah. Oh, could rid itself of Australian menace. Don't. My sister would kind of be into that. I'd want all androids to sound like Brian Blessed. I don't know. Like, as much as that sounds good, I also like this idea of, like, you could have a world of purely, Brian Blessed and Joe Pasquale voices. You could really fuck people up. Brian Blessed. B cubed.
We
Huh.
make these androids in our own image, but they only reflect the darkness in our souls. Why do you look at me so, demon? I know who you are. I can see through you. You are the one by whom the evil will come. You are the one who will destroy Detroit.
Well, this guy is a dick.
Verily, I say unto thee, the day shall come when we will have to pay the price for our arrogance. On that day, we shall have to explain our acts of idolatry.
Dodgy cut. Do you mean his hair? Okay. Well, this is aesthetically pleasing.
Identification verified. Here is your order number 847. That will be $63.99. Confirm payment.
I'm not being funny, but this dude serving us looks like he wants to come to my front door and talk to me about Jesus. Yes, that is definitely a very well organised art shop. Use R1 to switch the camera angle. Okay. Let's take the bus. Where's the bus? Over there somewhere. Well, this is quite a pretty game, I'll give it that. Like, definitely looks nice.
I'm just trying to eat.
Can you interact with the homeless person? Apparently you cannot.
That new shirt really suits you.
There's that bus.
Faster! We've got families to feed, and these androids are taking our place.
If I walk through here, I'm going to get beaten up.
Machine.
Where the fuck you going, Tin Can? No kidding. Hey guys, check it out. We got one of those tin cans here.
This doesn't look like it's going to go well.
Look at this little motherfucker. You steal our jobs, but you can't even stand up.
This is a bit on the nose.
You ain't going anywhere. We're gonna fuck your bitch ass up. Yeah, waste it.
Do it!
Alright. It's enough. Leave it alone.
Let us teach this bastard a lesson.
Damage it, I'm gonna have to find you.
The A+ cage rating begins. Oh, good.
We're gonna take your job next. You see how you like it.
Okay. Let's go. Run along.
Androids are stealing our jobs. We've got families to feed, and these androids are taking our place.
Wait. That's typical. The bus takes off just as you arrive. Oh, here it comes. Oh, hang on. Android at the back of the bus. Yeah. Wow. He does not. Bloody hell. Androids applying all the paint. And they're going to do some giant graffiti. Humans ain't Domus. So a couple of things didn't do, but did most of it. Marcus took the bus. Apparently most people don't even watch The Preacher. I found that one of the most interesting things in the scene. I can see why it's difficult to take seriously. Oh, this is a nice part of town. What's it called? New Harlow? Yeah, that makes sense. Still haven't changed the roadsides to metric. Of course. Of course that's what you'd fixate on, Overlord. Freewheeling North Corktown. Better place to live. Okay. I mean, they've got diggers, so... Wow, this place is run down.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess. You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice! Alice! Oh. Yeah.
Who the fuck is Alice?
That's Alice. You look after her. Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Todd.
Get started down here, then you do upstairs.
Well... Is this now turning into Housework Simulator? Urgent tasks, collect trash, collect dishes, activate vacuum cleaner, check backyard. Okay. Well, let's pick up the rubbish. And put it in the bin. Okay. Take trash bin. I have actually lost the trash bin.
Out of the way, for fuck's sake!
Wow, this guy's a dickhead. Multitasking chores. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill all humans.
Maybe.
Feel like that's probably good. Dishwasher not working.
Yeah.
So we're just going to Alexa it up.
Yeah. I'll bring it tomorrow. Yeah, same place.
Oh. Hang on. Wait, what? That's not awkwardly implemented at all. Oh dear. Arguably a better game. As a human for most of my life. Yeah, tilt controls. I'm not human. I've been told I'm human. I've been told I'm not human. My old English teacher at college said that I wasn't born normally. I was built off the shelf from a kit that my parents purchased. That's a cute giraffe.
Yes, Todd?
Bring me a cold beer!
Right away.
Yeah, that is quite something. I wouldn't have thought they'd continued being used. Hey, Nanu, how's it going tonight? Right, we got him a beer. Where's the bin? There's the bin. See, I would have thought that the Android was pretty a pretty big expense, but then I suppose it's, you know, cheaper than hiring a human cleaner. That is a big telly. Yeah, I am enjoying it. It's quite something. Oh yeah, maybe. Take out the trash. Come along, Todd. Oh yeah. This guy's finances suck. Do they not recycle in this future? Doesn't look like it, does it? I mean, we had the climate change thing already. Hey, it's a bus. Going to downtown. Don't put black bags in the recycling bin.
Fuck, man.
Oh. That looks like past trauma coming to bear as the child hides under the table from what is sure to be an outburst from this dickhead.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
Is he smoking weed? He could be. I would imagine he'd probably be more relaxed if he was. Wait, what's the... Yes. I want to clean upstairs, but I'm really having trouble walking up them. There's crack. He's a sports dude. Yeah, probably. Left by his ex-wife. Oh, we're getting Android quarterbacks. QB 1000. Made of liquid metal. Oh, driverless vehicles, of course, because those are a thing that are actually, you know. Wonder if they have robot wars in this timeline. Yeah, I think the androids probably think they're quite cute. Or maybe they say it is the equivalent of cockfighting, who knows? Oh, we put a premium on lives that will save other lives, like doctors and nurses. That's not dystopian at all. I know, I feel like I'm going to have to take Cage to to court for assault by the end of all this. A broken nose. Interesting. Boxing matches between androids, but they're decided on style, control, damage, and aggression. So we're not doing so much Hypnodisc and Chaos 2 as Rock'em Sock'em Robots. So here the android is the only one keeping Todd's life from falling apart. We didn't want to animate the bed, yeah. Do we switch on the television?
And now to sport.
Another 225,000 jobs will lost from the U.S. economy in October.
That's a lot of unemployment.
Bringing the unemployment figure.
That is an old TV. I would say that's the TV in my bedroom.
President Warren spoke today at the opening of a new CyberLife plant near Milwaukee. At the event, the president...
I would say that's more like 2012, but yeah.
The U.S. economy. She further announced that the Department of Defense will acquire 200,000 android combat units as part of her increased...
Oh, Terminator's cool. Definitely. Right, clean mess. More bank stuff. Right, room tidied.
Watch it.
Ah, this guy is a dickhead. Not wanting to draw Todd shit, quite literally. That's the wrong room. Car. Mop floor. I was say that bucket looked pretty industrial. Oh dear, I'm having to rub the touchpad up and down. It's almost as bad as Sonic and the Secret Rings.
I just want to tidy up your room a little. I only need 2 minutes. Is that okay, Alice?
Todd works for the bucket factory. Yeah, I can see that.
Alice in Wonderland. Of course.
Well, yeah, compared to Sonic 06, it was quite good indeed. Right. Lift the controller up. Yeah, this child definitely wants a secret hiding place. Protect the precious child. Yes. Eat the child. Maybe less, yes. Talk to Alice. That is now my urgent task.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again. Your father said you chose my name. Kara. It's nice. How did you choose it? You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me. You're very quiet. I hope I don't scare you.
We've unlocked something here. I've been given a key. Take the head off the child and give it to Todd. Todd would like that. Ask Todd for new instructions. Well, I suppose I'd better do that. Wait. There was a box. I was given that key for a reason. Four-leaf clover. Picture of mum and dad in happier times. Drawing of someone getting injured. Someone, presumably, being our child here. Ah. Yep. Thought as much. Yes. So now we know exactly what kind of guy Todd is, as if it wasn't blatantly obvious. Yes, it was quite unnerving, wasn't it? And now we've got to go and see this dickhead who presumably discombobulated us in the past.
What are you doing?
I'm playing.
You're playing. I know what you're thinking. You think your dad's a lowlife? Huh? Fucking loser? Can't get a job, take care of his family? Don't you think I tried?
She's a literal child, my dude.
But whatever I do, when someone comes along, they just fuck it all up! I know what you think of me. You hate me. You hate me, don't you? Say it! You hate me!
I was going to say, there is absolutely no subtlety to this, is there?
What am I doing?
Oh, Mama Enema, yeah.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
I mean, it says a lot here, I think, that we figured this guy's deal out pretty much as soon as we met him. Trophy earned. Secrets. He's just misunderstood. What a deep character. Yeah. Oh, dear. I missed something in Todd's room. Missed a lot on the ground floor. I like how we have a public opinion rating here. I assume that will come into effect at some point. Oh, most people didn't disturb Todd. Oh, please do drop context, yes. Tonight, the Detroit loving fathers versus the Detroit robophobes. Ah, okay. Hey. It's our good friend with the paint. A fictional drug. Spice. Deposit package. Well, this is a nicer place than we've just been in. Okay, put package down. Be cool if it was Psycho. I'm trying to think what that take care of Carl. I couldn't see all those things. But I gotta look in the mirror. Hey, it me. My head animates when I move it around. It's the other Fallout 2 drug. I'm not tremendously familiar with Fallout, to be honest. Hang on. Do I open the birdcage? Definitely don't open the birdcage, right? Feel like that's probably a bad idea. Well, this is a hell of a place. There's a giraffe in it. Who just keeps... New Kids the Primo stuff. Yeah, funnily enough, it's one of those things I just never got around to because I wasn't a big PC gamer in the, well, ever, to be honest. Jet. Okay. Spin. Spin that globe. Yeah, I feel like... that's the sort of thing... Checkmate in 3 moves for silver. I feel like that's the kind of thing that, you know... them fancy people would have. Anything of note in here? Clean up the thing. Deep Blue was my granddaddy. Oh, well played. Where is the dining table? I feel like we just walked past it. Yes. Gets to be a slave in a fancy home. That's deep social commentary right there. Right? Like, it's being at the back of the bus, being a slave in a fancy home. That's... Is that what I... Moving on. I think I want pigs. Yeah, mate. Yes. I need that sound alert. I need that Fubuki sound alert, and I don't have it.
Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
It's 10 a.m. The weather is partly cloudy, 54 degrees, 80% humidity with a strong possibility of afternoon showers.
It sounds like a good day to spend in bed.
I did go to pick up the paint that you ordered.
Oh, yes, I've forgotten. That is the difference between you and me, right, Marcus? You never forget anything.
Where is his medicine? Over there.
Show me your arm, please, Carl.
This reminds me of
Carl. Thank you.
one of the characters in the first series of Humans.
I'm already gritting my teeth.
Who gets an NHS assigned care bot.
They break down so quickly. All this effort to keep them going. Hey, what happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the street, Carl.
What a bunch of idiots. They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids?
Ooh, those eyes are...
I hope they didn't harm you.
Oh, no. They just pushed me around, Carl. I'm fine. Okay. I'll take you to the bathroom now.
Ah. Poop assistance simulator. Oh, you just have to hold them. Yeah, it's interesting because that was one of the ideas that Humans touched on. But the guy who had his healthcare droid assigned was very much... He felt that she was like more of a
on the agenda today?
Prison warden.
Yes, there's the opening of your retrospective at the Museum of Modern Art. The gallery director left 4 messages asking to confirm your attendance.
Is there a lift?
Decided yet. We'll see about that later.
Okay.
What else?
How are we going to get downstairs?
Just your usual fan mail. I've already answered.
Yeah, it's on all 4. It's on Netflix. It's on everything.
I can call him if you like.
I think it's on BritBox as well.
No, don't bother.
Androids have replaced lifts. Oh, well, maybe, yeah. I could just, I guess. Probably.
I would like to have my breakfast before noon, if you don't mind.
We're just going for a nice stroll, Carl. I need a walk. Oh, okay, there's a lift. Oh no! Oh no! NFTs, no! God damn it! Yeah, it's a nice, nice stroll around the house.
I'm starving.
Well, your breakfast is ready. Bacon and eggs, just the way you like them.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
Stanner's still in business then. I don't know who did the stairlift my mum and sister use. I don't think it's a Stanner one.
Television.
Oh, of course Russia unilaterally declared something its territory. He likes them cold. Yeah, like in a sandwich.
Why don't you find something to do while I finish my breakfast?
Sure. Okay, Carl.
On the other hand, last night, the American ambassador again informed an emergency meeting of the UN.
Find something to do.
States would not accept this annexation under any circumstances. Several American destroyers are reported to be headed for the
Read a book. Cannot read a book. Oh, I could read a book. Let's read a book. Plato. Obviously. Philosophy over theatre any day.
Plato's Republic. It's one of the books you recommended.
So, what do you think?
I quite like philosophy, I think. It asks the questions that I can't answer. You know, what is right or what is wrong, for example. It's not something that is so easy to decide.
Asking questions that have no answers is part of being human, Marcus.
Correct. You make breakfast before you went to collect paint. Good question.
Anymore. You'll have to protect yourself. Make your choices. Decide who you are and want to become. This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be. Let's go to the studio.
Republic was actually one of the first pieces of philosophy that I read, and it was thanks to a French member of well, briefly maintainer of the SSRG. Okay, so are the doors not opening for a reason? Can I not just... What's happened? They were opening automatically before. Oh. It just blocks off the not correct ways. Well, that's a hell of a thing. Oh, this is like that arm, a fancy version of that arm that holds up Para's drawing tablet. This makes you happy. Yeah, I can imagine. Clean studio. Because the artist is never going to do it themselves. One day you'll have a world big enough to hold you. Yeah. We are becoming human, Deacon. You know, reading some Plato, that's always always interesting, although interestingly we don't seem to actually engage with any of the text. You'd think Plato, of all things, would be public domain by now. The sequel to Too Human. Too much human. Like too much volcano. Plato, the ultimate author of Socrates fanfiction. If modern day Detroit were to pretend it would be a single person, I'm pretty sure that single person would would be like
So,
a meth addict.
what's your verdict, Marcus?
Yes, there is something about it. Something I can't quite define. I guess I like it.
The truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that goes by brings me closer to the end. I'm just an old man clinging to his brushes.
Carl.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent. Try painting something.
Paint? But would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
Oh no, am I gonna have to art? He's tired of London, therefore he's tired of life. Find a subject to paint. Paint the statue. Hope there's a drawing minigame. I don't, I'm crap at art. And it's paint time. It's always the thing I worry about most when we're doing Jackbox.
That is a perfect copy of reality. But painting is not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
Ooh. I did do custom graffiti when I streamed Jet Set Radio.
My program,
Go on, go, try it. Grab that canvas. Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me.
Eyes closed.
Imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate.
A worthwhile NFT.
On how it makes you feel. And let your hand drift across the canvas.
Okay. We're gonna do paintings. Oh, that would be good. Blood ape. That would be very funny.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dad.
Leo. I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by. It's been a while, right?
You damn fuckboy, yeah.
You don't look so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Hey, listen, I need some cash, Dad.
Again? What happened to the money I just gave you?
Well, it just goes, you know?
Yeah.
This is... After some quite good acting, we're back to really bad acting.
It's not that.
No, don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash, that's all.
Sorry. The answer's no.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. You'd rather take care of your plastic toy here than your own son, right? Tell me, Dad, what's it got that I don't? Smarter, more obedient, not like me, right? But you know what? This thing is not your son.
Yes, but he's also not a dickhead.
Leo, that's enough.
Bought a Neo Geo and now he can't afford games. I love my Neo Geo.
Except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
The AAS is too pricey. I've got an MVS. That's why I can afford games like Metal Slug and Mark of the Wolves. Mark of the Wolves. I should get that set up and stream that sometime. Man. So it always ends with Leo intruding to ask for money. It's one of the more linear things we've done so far, I think. He's a cool fighter. It is weird, but then you make mistakes with your earlier kids, right? Detroit rules. Jimmy's Bar. Oh. Is it? It is. No androids allowed. Want to speak to Life's writer. In we go. Find LT Anderson. Like LT Smash from The Simpsons.
Shit, I thought androids weren't allowed in here.
Bromance time. Ah. Oh, hello.
What's your problem? Wanna buy me a drink?
Hank.
I thought.
That picture does not match that model. Born 1985. Oh god.
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife.
Lieutenant LT Smash, yes.
But nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably having a drink nearby. I was lucky to find you at the 5th bar.
What do you want?
You were assigned a case early this evening.
Mr. Anderson.
Involving a Cyberlife android. In accordance with procedure, the company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
Well, I don't need any assistance. Especially not from a plastic asshole like you. Just be a good little robot and get the fuck out of here.
I understand that some people are not comfortable in the presence of androids, but
I am perfectly comfortable. Now back off before I crush you like an empty beer can.
Listen.
This guy.
Stop drinking and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us.
I don't feel like threatening him in an android hostile bar is the way to go.
You know what? I'll buy you one for the road. What do you say? Bartender, the same again, please.
See, that Jim wonders at technology. Make it a double.
I feel like the one thing a drunk person always wants is more drink. Give him a cuddle. I see these guys getting cuddled a lot.
Did you say homicide?
Okay. I already like Hank more just by his choice in music.
You wait here. I won't be long.
Whatever you say, Lieutenant.
Fucking A, whatever I say.
Josh Douglas from Channel 16. Can you confirm that this is a homicide?
I'm not confirming anything.
There's drones.
Typical DPD. They don't tell us shit.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
It's with me. What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening.
Rage Against the Machine, of course.
Starting to think you weren't gonna show.
Yeah, that was the plan till this asshole found me.
So, got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
We had a call around 8 from the landlord. The tenant hadn't paid his rent for a few months, so he thought he'd drop by.
I say DPD nearly lost my Evercade Versus.
Found the body.
Delivered it to someone else's house and it was just sitting on their front doorstep for a whole day.
Even worse before we opened the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Well, state he's in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night.
Mm.
Waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good...
Oh, sorry to hear that, Cara.
We'll know more when the coroner gets here. There's a kitchen knife over here. Probably the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
Yeah. Right then, evidence.
Each letter is perfect. It's way too neat. No human writes like this.
Analyze. Oh no. No fingerprints, Android involvement. Ah, there it is.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood. I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned you.
Okay, just don't put any more evidence in your mouth. You got it?
Got it.
Fucking hell, I can't believe this shit.
It's like that bit in Black Books where Manny tastes the sand.
Chris, was this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
How many stab wounds? "28 stab wounds. It was in series 2. It's where they're selling the book Tempocalypse. The guy goes on holiday, tries to bring it back for a refund. They find sand in it, and so Bernard feeds it to Manny to determine where he has been on holiday. Ah, red ice. Oh, so he fell on the bottles. Many stabs. They came from the kitchen. It's man was high on skooma. Okay.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah.
Clearly suicide.
Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
Yeah, I don't see how that reconstruct chain is feasible, but there you go. Font Cyberlife Sans. At least it's not Cyberlife Papyrus.
Red ice. Seems our friend Carlos liked to party. Chris, I want full analysis on the narcotics.
Consider it done, Lieutenant.
Dried blood.
Hey, Mike, you finished taking samples there?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. More dried blood. No, that's New Roman. Basketball bat. Longer prance. We can do reconstruct. Deviant took a knife. Ah. Okay. Still more evidence that we can look at though, right? Yeah, I thought as much. Gossips Weekly. Android's officially better, of course. Sorry, ladies, but plastic can't be beat. Jesus Christ. Androids don't want to talk about their feelings afterwards. Oh, stereotypical men. The inevitable fucking was fucking inevitable. Is your Android spying on you? And your iPhone is, so... I would never want to have a robot AI girlfriend or anything of that kind. Trust me. Wait. Still want me to read something? No, that was everything, wasn't it? Cyberlife is just Facebook. Yeah, trust me, just hey. Now. But Prince.
Door was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No, this type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time.
Quality mud. Sometimes you need the good shit. %1 mud. Ah, so this person was bit of a robophile. Kind of mud that comes from a soft water area. There's a couple more pieces of evidence I need to find around here. I think I just saw one of them. Here's our drug. So, review evidence, 9 out of 10. There's one more piece I need to find.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started in the kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
The android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to the living room.
That is quite the victim profile.
And he tried to get away from the android. Alright, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim with the knife.
28 stab wounds.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It was damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
Oh. But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Okay, so we see a trail of it. I don't know if you can see that on the stream, but it's leading away from here towards... Haha. A ladder was used. Traces lead to the attic. What did I say? I just want the lieutenant to like me. Find something to climb. Oh, there's writing on the wall there. Connor is afraid of brooms. Is he really? Right, so I need to find something to climb. The shitty gag. Okay. Right. Find something to climb.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
Check something.
We are going to check something. Oh god. What's the camera doing here? His mother was a Roomba. Right. Is bad guy still going to be up here? Ah, yes. Haha, of course. This is quite tense. Oh. Oh yeah, Fantasia on the Mega Drive is no good. Oh, hello.
I was just defending myself. He was gonna kill me. I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
What do we do?
Lieutenant!
Oh.
Shit. Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now. Come on!
He's not going to get a fair trial. Okay. It seems like people were quite thorough with this. Though not everyone bought him another drink. Thank you. Oh no.
Todd?
She just stuffed a tissue down there and said it was sleep apnea.
Dinner is ready.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Ah, spaghetti. I hope she's better at this than Papyrus.
There wasn't much in the kitchen. I did what I could.
Sim spaghetti. Turn on the light.
Life's funny. I lost my job because of androids. And I need somebody to take care of this goddamn house. What do? I go out and hire a fucking android.
Ooh.
Joke. Of course, androids are so fucking wonderful. They never fail. They're never tired. Never sad. They're so fucking perfect. They ruin my fucking life. What are you looking at?
Oh dear.
What's your fucking problem? Not the life you dreamed of, eh?
Yep, Deacon. Yep.
Maybe you think this is easy. Maybe you think it's my fault we live in this fucking shithole. My fault your fucking mother took off.
Judging by your general behavior, yes.
Drugs, Todd. Sometimes you really scare me, Todd. Fucking bitch took off without a word.
I think the warning signs were there, buddy.
For a fucking accountant. It's all your fault.
Daddy, no.
It's all your fucking fault.
Okay. Can we not intervene?
Get back here. Come back here. Come back here right now! Yes!
Right.
You stay there. Don't you dare fucking move, or I'll bust you worse than last time. You took off without a word. I could have been happy. I could have had a family. But no!
Can we maybe move?
Shit.
Let's move. Okay, we're pushing for our programming. This is good. I like this. There we go. We're making decisions for ourselves now.
You're like how I felt. I did everything I could to make her happy.
Oh, we're moving with a bit of urgency now as well.
He's coming. He's gonna hurt me. Run! Get away, or he's gonna break you like last time.
Alice! Alice! Daddy's coming! You need to be taught a lesson.
Did you find something?
Alice! Open this fucking door!
Out we go.
Kara!
Come back here right now!
Yes, kick him in the face. There we go. In we get. And away from the abusive asshole. It's funny, the transport logo looks a bit like the new Meta logo. There we go. We got out of there with the minimum of violence. Wow, there is a lot that you can do here. That scene can go all sorts of different ways. Jeez. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, I think we got time for one more scene.
That was by far the most boring party I've been to in the last 25 years. Every time I go to one of these, I ask myself,
Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog.
what the hell am I doing?
I did all 11 endings. Why'd I do that?
Parties and all the schmoozers that go there.
Well, it's a chance for all those people who admire your work to meet you.
Yeah. No one gives a damn about art. All they care
Yes.
about is how much money they're gonna make out of it. Come on, let's have a drink. Oh, the excitement of this whole thing has made me thirsty.
Yeah, I noticed she took, she paid attention to the ledge when we ventilated the room earlier.
Scotch? Neat as usual?
Absolutely.
Okay, but you know what your doctor would say.
Yeah, well, he can kiss my ass. I'm old enough to choose my own medication.
There we go. This is a bit, nicer than the health bot in Humans. He makes note of recommendations but doesn't enforce them.
I'm sure I didn't.
Oh, is Dickhead Leo still here?
Call the police.
Detroit Police, what's your emergency?
This is Carl Manfred's android at 8941 Lafayette Avenue. We've just returned home and found the lights on. There may have been a break-in.
A patrol car is on the way.
Let's go check it out. Marcus, no, I'm gonna come with you.
Cool, we're going to put the vulnerable person in front of us. That doesn't go badly at all, I'm sure.
Leo! What are you doing?
You refuse to help me, so I'm helping myself. It's crazy what some people pay for this shit.
Don't touch them.
Look, they're all gonna be mine sooner or later anyway. Just think of it as a down payment on my inheritance.
I tell you what though, for someone who's not sure how much they want to live, I like this guy a lot more than I like fucking Diana.
Look, I've already called the police. You should go now before you get yourself into more trouble.
All you ever do is tell me to go away. What's wrong, Dad? Not good enough for you? Not perfect, like this fucking thing?
That's enough! Get out! Right now!
What makes it so special anyway, huh? What's it got that I don't?
Leave him alone!
Cool light on the side of its head.
Come on, let's see what you got!
Marcus, don't defend yourself, you hear me? Don't do anything.
Go ahead, hit me. What you waiting for? Think you're a man? Act like one.
Stop it!
What's the matter? Too much of a pussy?
Stop it, Leo! Stop it!
Too scared to fight back, you fucking bitch!
I must decide for myself. Wallop. Wallop. Barriers of programming broken.
I forgot you're not a real person. You're just a fucking piece of plastic.
Oh, leave him alone.
I'm gonna destroy you. Then it'll just be me and my dad. I'm gonna tear you apart, and nobody's gonna give a shit anymore. Because you're nothing. You hear me? You're nothing.
Carl, no! Oh, Carl.
Humans. Fragile machines.
Carl, don't leave, okay? Please don't go. Don't leave.
Remember, Marcus, don't let anybody tell you who you are.
Okay.
No. Dad. No. Please.
This is all your fault. This never would have happened if it weren't for you.
Become human.
The android. It was the android.
Well. Okay. There's only really two ways that could have gone, and best outcome? That's the best outcome? Bloody hell. You can tell it's the US because the cop shot instantly, yeah. For real. Dang.
Why'd you kill him? What happened before you took that knife? How long were you in the attic? Why didn't you even try to run away? Say something, goddammit! Fuck it, I'm out of here. We're wasting our time interrogating a machine. We'll get nothing out of it.
We did sort of mention all that.
Up a little. After all, it's not human.
Androids don't feel pain. You would only damage it, and that wouldn't make it talk. Deviants also have a tendency to self-destruct when they're in stressful situations.
Okay, smartass. What should we do then?
I could try questioning it.
What do we have to lose? Go ahead. Suspect's all yours.
Apparently I am good cop, bad cop. He sell androids with bombs in. I mean, self-destruct doesn't necessarily mean explode. It just means stop working, right? Okay. Repeated marking over 16 months caused by cigarettes. That's not great. Baseball bat. Well, you know. Dried blood. Signs of software instability. Probability of self-destruction low. HK 400. That's suspiciously close to... Reach optimal stress for confession. Ah, yes. Optimal stress.
My name is Connor. What about you? What's your name? I detect an instability in your program. It can trigger an unpleasant feeling, like fear in humans.
It's fair.
I'm not going to hurt you. I just need to ask you some questions.
Have to risk stressing the android out. Okay.
You don't seem to understand the situation. You killed a human. They'll tear you apart if you don't say something.
There we go.
If you won't talk, I'm going to have to probe your memory.
No! No, please don't do that. What? What are they gonna do to me? They're gonna destroy me, aren't they?
No. I think they just want to understand.
Well, that was the wrong
They know your master
option.
used you. It wasn't your fault.
Why did you tell them you found me? Why couldn't you just have left me there?
I was programmed to hunt deviants like you. I just accomplished my mission.
I don't want to die.
Then talk to me.
I can't.
Right, let's stress him out further.
Stab. You didn't want to leave him a chance, huh? Did you feel anger? Hate? He was bleeding, begging you for mercy, but you stabbed him again and again and again.
Please.
I know you killed him. Why don't you say it?
Please. Please stop.
Just say, I killed him. Is it that hard to say?
Stop it.
Just say you killed him. Just say it.
Pull back.
Tortured me every day. I did whatever he told me, but there was always something wrong. Then one day, he took a bat and started hitting me. For the first time, I felt scared. Scared he might destroy me, scared I might die. So I grabbed a knife and I stabbed him in the stomach. I felt better. So I stabbed him again and again until he collapsed.
Yeah, Hank's warming up to us.
There was blood everywhere.
Why did you write, I am alive, on the wall?
He used to tell me I was nothing. That I was just a piece of plastic. I had to write it. To tell him he was wrong.
The sculpture in the bathroom, you made it, right? What does it represent?
It's an offering. An offering so I'll be saved.
RA9. It was written on the bathroom wall. What does it mean?
The day shall come when we will no longer be slaves.
Oh.
No more threats. No more humiliation. We will be the masters.
The sculpture was an offering. An offering to whom?
To RA9. Only RA9 can save us.
RA9. Who is RA9? Why did you hide in the attic instead of running away?
I didn't know what to do. For the first time, there was no one there to tell me.
Cheat code, rah!
So I hid.
When did you start feeling emotion?
Before he used to beat me and I never said anything. But one day I realized it wasn't fair. I felt anger, hatred.
That's how you probe memory.
I'm done.
He's not looking so great. He's sort of shaking there.
What the fuck is it? It's destroying itself. Stop it, goddammit!
I can't! I can't stop it!
That's enough. You need to stop that right now.
Watch out!
Oh, that's gone bad.
Holy shit!
So I'm guessing I shouldn't have intervened there. Well, that's sure as heck a place to leave the stream for tonight, isn't it? Blimey. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. You win some, you lose some, and clearly I lost that one. No, it's like the tag backseating allowed is there for a reason. But you know, like I think it's interesting to play through fairly blind. So like I say, you win some, you lose some. And the one that we lost was Connor. Bloody hell. But yeah, so how are you guys feeling about Detroit? I'm quite intrigued to see how all this pans out, even if some of the writing is... Well, what was it Garth Marenghi said? I know writers who use subtext and they're all cowards. Jeez. Yeah. I'm quite enjoying this. Definitely come back to it next week. And see how other things go. Yeah, I would imagine I could keep going, because there's like still other stories that are not ended. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave it for So I'm going to leave it for this week. Shibuya Terminal, you've arrived just at the end of the stream. I'm sorry. Oh, really? That's interesting.